Last year, my stock rear shocks started to go. The rebound damping on them was pretty much done. So it was time for a new pair of shocks, and I debated over what to get. Everything from Olin's to Race Tech to ended up going with the 970 series Progressives. I've been pretty happy with them. They work pretty decent, kind of pricey. They weren't a direct fit. I bought the 14-inch shocks that are made for the Sportster XR1200. The spring rate is about right for the weight of an FXR. I raised the back end up half an inch. And they do work. They're a very decent shock. The only thing I was disappointed in when I bought them was that the stock shocks, which were 13.5 inches eye to eye, had a 4.5 inch stroke. And these are 14 inches eye to eye, and they've only got a 3.5 inch stroke. And for the majority of riding, you don't notice that extra inch, but on the rough stuff, if the bike's going to bottom, you do notice that extra inch. Like when it's gone, you wish you had it back. But other than that, it's a much better shock overall. And there's only been a couple of times where it's ever bottomed out and I've had a passenger on at the time. They were not a direct fit. I had to turn them upside down because of the way the reservoir neck is cast. It wouldn't fit in the stock location at the top. If you have an older FXR where the shocks mount back here, then you could probably turn them up the right way. I don't know if you can tell, but there's very little clearance here between the collar and the frame, about a 1/16 of an inch. And I had to shave part of the bottom mount off to get it to fit in the cradle on the swing arm here. I also had to remove the stock upper belt guard because the way the belt guard was sat, it was into the shock, so it had to go. But other than that, it's a decent shock. If you wanted a shorter one, I don't think I'd go with one for a Dyna because the spring rate would probably be far too stiff for an FXR. But the new Sportsters weigh almost the same as an FXR, so the spring rate for the Sportster ones are pretty much bang on. I'd recommend them. A bit pricey, but I would recommend them.